What's happening, everyone? Welcome back, and thank you for stopping in here to the channel. Today I have an exciting overview to do for you guys. This is the Kubey Ruckus right here, and I absolutely love this knife. Before we hop into the overview though, if you would, make sure you are subscribed down below the video. If you do see the subscribe button, that means you are not subscribed. Going off of my analytics, there are a lot of people who watch the videos but are not subscribed, and they may not even know they are not subscribed. So just double check, especially if you love knife, EDC, and gear type content. You're in the right spot. And before you head out, if you would, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. It really helps the video, channel, and me out. I greatly appreciate it when you guys do, and I love chatting back and forth with you guys down in the comments. So we will go ahead and jump right into this guy. Now, I do have an unboxing, first impressions, and a semi overview of this knife already up on the channel, but it was at the very beginning stages of my channel, and it was rushed and unorganized, and I figured I would redo the overview in a way better fashion. So we'll start off like we always do, and we'll go from the tip to the butt of the knife. So this is a very unique drop point blade, almost spear pointy. You do have this nice little thumb ramp here though for your thumb. This is coming in AUS 10 steel. It is a Manganas Steel design. Absolutely love his design language. I have a couple of his knives, and they are just superb knives. You can tell he likes his thumb studs and front flippers. Absolutely love them myself. I love a good thumb stud knife, and I've really come around on front flippers as well, and he designed this very well. The jimping is done good. The thumb stud placement is great. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is they bead blasted the blade. Now, I wish it was some sort of satin or stonewash or anything other than bead blast, pretty much. That's the only thing I do not care for on this knife, and that really don't have much to do with the design or the knife itself, really. It's just one of my nitpicks. I don't like bead blast. I wish they would have just stonewashed it, and it would have gave it that, you already have the copper inlays with the green, the dark green G10. I don't know if that's copper or bronze. I think it's a copper inlay. It is a little weightier, so it must be the copper. And you have this nice little swedge here. Goes almost all the way to the tip, but you are going to have a nice long blade there to get a lot of work done, a lot of cutting done. You do have amazing pass through to that liner. Absolutely perfect on this knife. You can get right in there, no problem. And there is some jimping done on the liner as well, so it just works great. You can come in from the side or the front. Very, very well done. Another thing I absolutely love about this knife is right there, you're getting an almost full length backspacer. It looks like it's some sort of black G10. It might be black FRN. I'm not 100% sure on the backspacer material. Kind of feels like FRN, but I could be wrong. It might be G10. Doesn't matter. I think it might be G10 actually. Can't tell. But this thing is like a dream in the hand. The pocket clip, you do not feel it. It just, that backspacer aids in some comfort right in the meat of your hand. Just a great knife for ergonomics. And then you got this awesome place to put your thumb if you're in this choked back, you know, towards the butt of the knife position. And you can climb right up here too and get kind of right behind the blade, you know, if you need to get in for an index cut. Just a great little knife and ergonomic dream, pretty much. I've been taking this with me to work the last couple of weeks, and it has done very well. That point is great for getting in behind things and maybe chiseling things out, and it's great for all your other drop point style cuts. But it just has that nice, it's almost like a spear point, and it allows you to get in behind things very easily if you need to kind of chisel at something or whatnot. It works perfectly for that. You have their standard deep carry steel clip, but it is nice and deep carry. I think you might have just the slightest little bit sticking out of the pocket, but not very much. They do countersink them screws. The pocket clip is not flush, but it does not matter. It goes in and out of the pocket great. And this might be reversible. It looks like it is, yeah. This is reversible, so you can carry this lefty if you would like. I'm almost positive it's laid out for that. Yeah. You can carry this lefty. I'm almost 99% sure. We'll go ahead and do some comparisons real quick. First up, we have the Vostede Nightshade. We have the Fox Knives chillin'. The Ruckus is a pretty good sized knife. These two are fairly close, but not quite as big. We do have the Hogue Deca there, and you can see it's quite a bit bigger than that. We have the Sencut Kyril, quite a bit bigger than that as well. And we'll go ahead and we'll do two more. Here is the Civivi Sakoki, and that is pretty close in size there. And then last up, we'll go ahead and do the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and it's pretty damn close to the Paramilitary 2. That might be almost exactly. That is very close. So next up, we'll go ahead and get some measurements. Starting at the tip and going to the scale. You're like 3 5/16 for total. And then cutting edge is like 3 1/4. Total length is right on 8 inches. So this is right in a lot of people's wheelhouses. Now this knife it was when it first came out, and it still is. It's a pretty popular knife, and there's a good reason. Now this is a little heavier because of that copper, so keep that in mind. You're still under 5 ounces though. 4.85. They do make a couple different versions of this knife. I believe there's one in titanium and carbon fiber, and then I think there's a couple other variations as well. So it's kind of like pick your flavor. And I've shot this video several times. I said in the one, Kubey has a little bit of something for everyone, whether it's different blade shapes, different steels, different handle materials, frame locks, liner locks. You know, they're doing button locks now. They do all kinds of different things, and it's really cool that they're trying to appeal to as many people as they can, and that's something I really appreciate. They're also working with awesome designers. The materials on this is great. The thumb studs, the front flipper, all done very, very well. Very comfortable to front flip, reverse flick, thumb flick. It does not matter. The scale choices are great. Nice, nice smooth transition here. I like what he did with the screws here and how they did these. It keeps them nice and flush, but it almost kind of, I don't know, it's very cool how, you know, you got this little ridge here for this one and this one, and then same on the back there. Just a very aesthetically pleasing knife. You know, it kind of check marks all the boxes. And these come in, I want to say 80 bucks, 90 bucks, somewhere around in there. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's pretty close to what they are. They range because I think they have, like I said, a bunch of different handle materials, and I believe they have maybe 2 to 3 different blade steels, I think. So they could go all the way down to like $50 and then up to 90 maybe with that titanium, 100 maybe. The AUS 10 is pretty good for, you know, that price point. It's a pretty good steel. Would I rather seen 154? Yeah. Maybe even 14C28N probably. But AUS 10A it's pretty good if it's heat treated properly, and I think Kubey is doing their heat treats properly over there. As far as cut tests and whatnot, Kubey's steels do what they're supposed to do as far as the information I've seen on their steels. Their S90, their M390, all their steels do what that steel is supposed to do for the most part. So, you know, that's another thing I appreciate about Kubey. They usually aren't cutting corners on all the things that matter. Yeah, could they do a better pocket clip? Yeah, but they're trying to keep costs down by going with, you know, the routine pocket clip here. They could have done a bunch of different things. A 3D milled titanium clip would probably look good here, but you know, that adds another what, $10 to $15 onto the cost. So they're trying, you know, I see where they're coming from. I wish they would offer something like that though, like carbon fiber titanium with a titanium clip. Now they might do that version, but I don't know what the steel is then in that case. It might still be AUS 10. I wish it would be like 154, S35, or something of that nature. But the AUS 10 has performed very, very well. We can go ahead and give a little cut. Get our old telephone book paper out here. Now keep in mind, I've been using this too. And I knew it was going to be sharp and not have an issue because this thing is a laser beam. And I realized that at work when I was cutting through some different things, some cardboard and just a plethora of different items. And I realized, damn, this knife is sharper than hell. And it seemed to hold its edge. So far, so good. The action is great. It really, really fires out. It lends very easily to, I love holding a knife like this and then almost flicking it out like sideways. You can really get it going then. So this lends itself to being able to do that very, very easy. Typically, you need to try to do that with a thumb stud knife. The reverse flick is great. The top flipper works great. Very easy to do. Pretty much, yeah, you can do all of the, you know, front flipper methods. It's easier when you're not trying to do it under a camera. But drop shut, no problem. Just, there's no play any which way, and this bad boy just wants to go home. Just wants to go home. Look at this. That is some good action, my guys and ladies. That is some good stuff. Sounds typical liner lock. Although you do have a nice thud when it opens. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That will wrap it up, guys. This is a great knife. Coming from Manganas Steel, Kubey, just an excellent job. Another home run for Kubey. Sherif, I don't know him personally, but Sherif, the guy who designed this knife and several others for Kubey, he's a great dude. He has his own channel. I will try to remember to link it down below. I should at some point have it linked down below. Go check him out. He's an awesome dude. He makes awesome knives for sure. That will wrap it up, guys. If you hung out through the whole video, thank you. I love you guys. Hit the thumbs up before you head out and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. This is definitely a banger of a knife. Have a good one, guys, and I will catch you later.